Hello everyone and welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're taking a look at a modern knife. Now I'm a fully traditional guy, I'm not a huge fan of moderns at all. There's a couple I have in my collection that I really enjoy, one of which was a Spyderco Power Military 3 or PM3 that was gifted to me by Baldy's Blades, Mikey Newman. Love that knife, think it's absolutely fantastic. Love the compression lock on it, I think it's a really great sort of design. It works amazingly well. I prefer it to a liner lock really, just because you can keep your hand out of the way of it closing. So the line lock, the blade can close on you. Compression locks at the back, there's no chance of it closing on you. But we're going to take a look at another Spyderco today, and this is one I picked up very recently, but since I picked it up, it's been in my pocket non-stop, and it's one I've had my eye on for quite a while. I've just never really pulled the trigger on it. But it's a little bit pricey, but I found one for a very good deal here in the UK, and I couldn't really say no. And it's the Dragonfly 2, but this is the Sprint run. But let's take a look at the box first. So classic Spyderco box, the logo, black, silver and red. We have Spyderco knives and accessories, Golden, Colorado, USA, come on focus. And then made in Japan, this particular one is. Spyderco on this side, and again some more information on this side as well, and on the back. And this one we're looking at, as I said, is the Dragonfly 2 with the Burgundy FRN and the sort of new steel that I've not sort of come across before. It's very new to me, but we'll go through that in a bit. We've got the model number here of C28BGBKP2, and of course this one is made in Japan. Inside the box then, as the steel is a carbon steel, you get the little desiccant pad, which we don't need, so we can get that out of the way. And then a little bit of information about the steel. So this knife in the box has high carbon, high performance blade and components that are not rust resistant. It requires proper and diligent maintenance to keep it corrosion free. So basically that means you need to keep it oiled, keep it cleaned. If you get it wet, dry it, that sort of stuff. Keep it a nice light coat of oil, which is what I do with most of my slip joints anyway. Keep it away from citrus fruits and things like that. Will cause sort of corrosion and pitting in the high carbon blade if you don't sort of do these things. So nice little bit of maintenance instructions there from Spyderco. Comes with a little sticker too. The edge is a ghost, Spyderco Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth, in case you're wondering what planet they come from. Product information, usual sort of stuff about the Dragonfly family. There's a few of them there. And then just that says thanks for buying a Spyderco. So yeah. And here it is. Dragonfly 2 in the Burgundy FRN, and honestly I love the FRN scales. They're really grippy. They're sort of two-directional, so you can see these ones are angled this way and these ones are angled this way, so it sort of grips in your hand at all sort of directions really, which is nice to see. Really cool. It's got a lanyard hole at the back, which I put a little bit of paracord through just temporarily until I make myself a proper one, just so it's easy to pull out the pocket. And with that has a deep carry-ish pocket clip, well, nearly deep carry, that much sticks out. This lives in my back pocket, so if you think about it, it just sticks up the back like that, and I just pull this cord and out it comes. Fantastic back pocket carry, or even sort of a fist pocket carry, isn't pretty much that sort of small. Close length, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, just shy of 3.5 inches. Not too thick either, nice and narrow, right about just over 1/2 inch with that clip. We have T8 torque screws on the back here and on this side. Now the pocket clip is obviously reversible, tip up carry only. That's what the channels are here. So you can just loosen this, pull it out and pop it in this side. This middle screw here is a T6 and the pivot is a T8. So not entirely sure why that one's a smaller one. Guess it was part of the design and it needed to be that way, but I'm not going to be taking this thing apart anyway. It's a back lock or a mid lock, depending on how you want to call it, is on the back, but some people call it a mid lock. And it has of course it has the Spyderco logo on the blade and the patented thumb hole that they do. Nice and smooth action. See the nice jimping on the back of the blade as well, and a nice little bit of swedging on the top of that sort of aggressive looking leaf style blade. And I really love the way it looks. It reminds me of sort of like a kind of like a pterodactyl, I guess, or like one of those flying dinosaurs. I forget what they're called, but it's like it does give you sort of animal vibes to it when you're looking at it. See, this one was made in Siki City, Japan. Jimping on the bottom as well makes that grip really secure. You're not going to be sliding forward on this thing. And with the forward finger choil and the thumb placement, super comfortable, really nice. So we have the Spyderco logo there on the blade, Spyderco down here, and here is the steel, micro melt PD #1. Now I was reading up on this and it seems to be very similar to Crewwear, but it is a carbon steel, so you can take a wicked sharp edge on this thing. And I mean, look at the edge. Uniform all the way down, as you'd expect from Spyderco. Nice point, not too fine, but fine enough that you're going to be doing some really nice slicing jobs with that. Perfect in the hand. You could even sort of grip hold it if you want. I've been doing some box opening recently, so I've had my finger down here and scoring like this. Or you can even, if you want to not go in too far, you can do this sort of pinch at the tip, stick the tip in, and then you haven't got to worry about damaging what's inside the box. But the fully open length of this then is 5 3/4 inches. So a nice sort of size for an everyday carry. Obviously, if you've got a bigger hand than mine, I wear sort of like a medium to medium large glove. Might be a little bit small for you, but for me, it's perfect. I can get a full 4-finger grip on that without any problems at all. Now, of course, this isn't going to be UK legal to carry, as it has a locking blade. But let's take a look at the blade length anyway. So tip to tang is 1 to 2.4 inches, and then a cutting length of 1.9 inches. So it has a very small blade, very small cutting edge, but for the jobs I do every day, and especially stuff I do on the weekend, I don't need anything bigger than this at all. But nice smooth action. You can sort of get it to drop a little bit like that and then close it like this. You can sort of also flick it out, which obviously I'm not able to do behind the camera. There we go. But yeah, very impressed with this. As I said, normally a traditional guy, don't really carry moderns, but this one sort of found its way into my pocket and I'm glad I've got it in the collection. Obviously going to be using this thing quite a lot. See, it's had quite a bit of use already. There's some wear down there on the PVD coating at the bottom of the blade. But yeah, big fan of this one. Not sort of going to be into collecting any sort of Spydercos or anything like that. They're knives I really buy just to use. So this is going to take a bit of a beating from myself. But there we go, guys. That's my review of the Spyderco Dragonfly 2. This is a sprint run with the Burgundy FRN and the micro melt PD1 blade steel. I really hope you enjoyed this review. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.